Hey everybody, this is Chip. I just thought I'd jump in and say hi. Haven't done a video in a while since I started this. I was looking at my, I don't know, introductory video, my welcome to my channel video, and the sound was kind of low, and I don't know, it seemed kind of sad, but I wasn't sad. I was happy about and excited about this whole thing, about doing this YouTube video. Um, this whole venture of talking about doing my book and keeping track of it. So I have been keeping track of it. Let's see. A couple days ago, it was on one of my days off. I did 2,689 words into my story for the next chapter. Our characters ran into a bit of a situation where he learned a little bit more about his superpowers, and that was cool. Came off really well. Another idea that I had that involved a little ghost child, and his steed showed up and met one of the heroes, and it moved things along. Pretty awesome. I'm hoping to be able to actually put all of this in. I'm thinking about doing the world building exercise of using an actual website. What is it? worldanvil.com, I believe, is the one. If I do that, then I'll be able to actually kind of set the foundation of the world, not put too much into where I'm spoiling the story for everyone, but at least the background of the world, species, things like that, what it means as far as interactions with ghosts, cool stuff like that. Because it is still superheroes, but it's connected with mythology, things like that. It's a mix of everything. It's pretty cool. And I don't know, I figured I'd come on the video and come on here and let you know in this video that it's coming along. Just been, I do work a full-time job. And sometimes now that because we moved to Florida, over a year ago, and when we did, I had to kind of get used to the weather patterns here. When the weather comes in, sometimes I can get a migraine or headache really bad. So I got to deal with that in stride. Sometimes I do really well. Sometimes all I have to do is drink a Pepsi, get that caffeine, I'm good to go. Other times I get my ass kicked, and I feel it throughout the night, and I pretty much just hanging out on the couch. But the other day, I did the words. I wrote the 2,689 words, and then the following day, Migraine City. It sucked ass. But this is part of it. This is part of doing this whole vlog, is to let you know this is what's happening. This is what's going on. This is real life, and it sucks sometimes when I'm at work. The migraine is about to set in. It's starting to set in halfway through the shift. But I have all these ideas in my head popping that I want to write about, or things I want to do on here, videos to make for you, to talk about things. Right now, I have my PlayStation up and ready with the Avengers beta. I bought a better capture card. I had one of the older Elgato, and apparently I did not know until after I bought the Mac that I'm using right now that the Elgato HD60, the original, does not work with this at all. So I went ahead and said, screw it, I'm going to buy the best, well, not best, the better one, S Plus. And with that means I don't have to mess with the sound for the lag. On the old one, I had to make a calculated number input to make sure that there was no lag between the sound that you were hearing and the video that was being transmitted during a stream. It was a pain in the ass because sometimes it would glitch out, and sometimes it would just off itself when I was streaming on Facebook for a while there. But now with this newer capture card, I don't have to worry about that lag anymore. It's plug and play. Let's do this. So that's awesome. So I have that. So I plan on here with everyone. Whoever shows up will be, talking while I play the Avengers beta, or if I get a chance to put it in. I think it's only for a couple of days. But I know I will be for sure, because I want to nerd out on this with all of you when the Avengers game actually comes out. I played it for the pre-order on PS4, and I played mostly as the Hulk, which was badass. Um, and I'll be right back. This bad boy right here. This was actually one of the costume unlocks for the Hulk. If you basically, because you're starting the beta, they give you all the points you need to unlock pretty much everything for one of the characters. But it is something that actually in the live game, you have to accumulate those points on your own, the credits, I guess it is, to pay for these things. It's almost like a, what's it called? Season pass kind of a thing, a season like you would in, Apex or something. That you would accumulate what you needed to be able to pay for it. And so that's pretty much, the costume, this costume for the Hulk is in there. That's pretty badass. So that'll be one of the things I'm going to be looking forward to. But if you look behind me, like right over here is the shield, Captain America's shield. It's a little plastic thing that I had for Halloween or whatever. And then over here, there it is. C for Chip, Chipness. Captain America's up in there. Captain America Rahel. So, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, go up, 5 Captain America, pop vinyls. And another one is actually going to be coming hopefully soon from Box Lunch. I went ahead and ordered it. My wife ordered it for me. I found it and asked her to order for me. It's the actual one, like this one from the Gamerverse version, that's from the actual Avengers game. So that'll be my go-to character. I've already, of course, with my buddies when we play, I've called dibs on Cap. So I'm the Cap nerd. But yeah, back to the writing. I'm hoping to do a little bit more like this, more something like this, where after I'm done writing, after it's all just kind of boom coming out of my head and I'm writing like a madman, that I can just jump on here and be like, dude, I did this, I just wrote this, this many words, blah, 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 feeling good, getting all excited. Because there are times where I actually jump up and I'm like walking down that hallway, excited as hell, walking over to my wife going, I just wrote this awesome thing. And I start talking about it and just telling her all about it. Well, why don't I just tell you about it? How about that? That would be what this is here for. The whole point of this. The intro video thing, the welcome video, seemed very much to me, I don't know, I felt like I was, to be honest, it felt like I was saying, hey, it's all about me. Come learn about me because I'm that amazing. That's not what it is. I want people along on the journey with me. I want to experience the excitement with other people. If you saw the podcast that I did recently with my cousin, one of the things that he's always pointed out was that there were times where I would just talk comic books. I would talk Chris Claremont's writing in the X-Men. I would talk just X-Men in general, or I would talk about my own story. But when I would get so, my eyes would light up. He's like telling me that I get so excited that he would just sit back and just let me just, vomit all this like knowledge and stuff about, stuff that I loved, that I cared about, that I thought was amazing. When I nerd out, I nerd out. And I want to be able to do that on here with you. I want people to want to talk about these things. I want people's input when I tell them a little bit of my story, or when they go to World Anvil and they look at my world and come back and tell me what you think. I want people to, hopefully look forward to just chit-chatting with me while I'm sitting here playing the Avengers game. And I know a lot of people are talking some crap about this game, and I understand it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'm liking it. There are some streamlining things they need to do with some of the fighting aspect of things and targeting. Camera, I believe in the last beta patch, is better. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it. I just want to play Captain America, but you only got to play him in the intro for this beta. And then when it unlocked for you to be able to play online with other people, he was not one of the 4 people you could choose from. Kind of sucked. But that just makes it more like, oh, I want to play. I really, really want to play with him. And I also want to hopefully be able to unlock a costume similar to the Winter Soldier costume that he had. I believe that was the one that had the kind of the shield, the star with the shield kind of logo thing across the side. I have a shirt of that. I really want that to be unlockable, or even if it's something that I pay for separate in the store, I will do it.
That will happen. It will be mine.
Hopefully they'll also incorporate the shield. In the comic book version of the shield that was more see-through, it was looked like a digital shield. So amazing. I would love that. I'm trying to think of what else to talk about here. I do feel a need just to say this. My wife doesn't seem to understand. She thinks it should stay, but let me change the camera here. There we go. I gotta get used to where this camera is. The Star Wars poster. I was not a fan. I mean, it was a decent ending, but I'm not a fan of the way things kind of had to happen because of Rian Johnson's writing, number 1, and number 2, because of course, people passing away that was sad. But I was thinking about actually replacing that poster with something else. Of course, my wife mentioned Baby Yoda, but actually we're talking about like redoing this whole batch. She was talking about that it needs to encompass everything that is me. Put everything up here that I like. Everything that I love. And I'm gonna try and do that. I'm gonna have to scour the earth, I guess, and try and figure this out. Because I can't just, I don't want it to all just be Captain America. And I mean, there is Jay and, I'm gonna have to get used to this. Jay and Silent Bob right there. That there is that from the reboot. Things like that, things that are different, kind of encompassing everything, not just, there is Pikachu over there. There's more Star Wars stuff. Yoda up at the top there. But yeah, I'm wanting this to encompass way more things. I really would like to put something Final Fantasy up there somewhere, but I'll figure that out. But thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in here to listen to the update. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about here. I will be hopefully keeping up with the writing more, being able to talk to you about the writing more we've been getting hit with storms left and right here in Florida. Obviously, it's tropical, whatever. But it seems to be almost every other day a headache is ensuing, and I still got to work through the 40-hour job. So, so hopefully I'll be able to do more. If I can't come in and just write and then come on here and say, hey, this is what I've done. If it's something as simple as I got a headache, but I'm going to play a video game and I'm going to talk to you and interact with you, then I want something. I want it to be something. I don't care what it is, as long as, I'm able to give you something and get something in return as far as input, friendship, whatever. We'll figure it out. We'll work on this together. Just if you have anything to say, comment below, please. Yeah. I don't know how or when I'm going to get used to the whole, hey, like and subscribe thing, but, you do you, okay? I would appreciate it very much, but you do what you got to do. I hope you are going to hang out for the long haul, especially, when we get to a point where I'm like, hey, I'm publishing my first book, woo, and you were here from the beginning. That would be awesome. I would love that, especially to see the difference between what we have behind me now and what will be behind me at that point where I'm like, guys, publishing, and I'm not so, what's the word I'm looking for, bumbly in front of a camera. Hopefully I'll be better. I really hope I'll be better. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. Gassan will sign off and hopefully talk to y'all later.